Hello everyone and welcome to Tech with Robert to get started with T-SQL course. In this lecture we're going to just briefly talk about the right join. Since we talked about the inner join and the left join, I just want to mention a couple of words about the right join. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up on the video if you like what I do, and don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe, and leave your thoughts, because if you leave your thoughts, I know what I do well and what I can improve on, and I sort of know what you guys want me to improve on or focus more on in the future lectures. So that really helps me a lot. So without further ado, let's dive right into right joins. So we've taken a look at the inner join and the left join, and the reason why I'm not dedicating so much time to explaining about the right join is because it's exactly the same as the left join, only 100% the reverse. So in this case, we say we want to select all of these fields, and we say from the customer sales, and we name it CS. And the base table here, which is this table, that is automatically the left table. So this is going to be reviewed as the left table. So when we specify the left join, we're saying that give us everything from the base table that is matched on this join criteria here. But instead of using the left join, we could say we want to say the right join. And what the right join does is it's just changing the order of everything. So in this case, we see that now, instead of the customer sales table being on the left side of the join, it is now on the right side of the join. So we're saying that we have the right join. So in this case, everything that is in the customers table, we want to display everything that is there, regardless if there's a match or not. And we're going to join it against the right table, which in this case is this one. So it's essentially just the same thing, but just switching positions. So you can see here in this case, we're still only getting the 4 transactions which occur in both tables, because in this case we said that give us all of these fields from this base table, but instead of the left join, so we say that this is the base table, we said right join. So in this case, this is the base table, and everything that is to the left of this table, which in this case is the customer sales table, we only want to get the matching rows. So we say that this is the base table, and as we saw here in the customer table, we only have 4 customers. So we're going to get all of those 4 customers and then performing a join to the customer sales table, and getting the sales where there is a match between this table and this table. And as we saw in the previous example, we have 4 customers and we have 6 different customer IDs in the customer sales table, which means that in an inner join and a right join in this case, we will only get the 4 customers that have a match. So when you learn about the left join, just think about, and when you talk about the right join, just think of it just as the opposite. So in a left join, the base table is the table that you write in your from statement. That is the left table. So when you perform a left join, that base table is always going to be on the left side. But when you write the right join, that is just the opposite. So everything that is right of the base table, those are the base tables. And so that is sort of why you don't mix left and right join. So there is a standard. So the 2 most common join types are inner join and left join. So there's no point in confusing your colleagues when you're writing a big advanced sophisticated query. Now let's say you're using this table here, right? You say you want to do a left join here. There is no point in doing left join to one table and then right join to another table. That just introduces headache. So the reason why, when you're not using an inner join, you typically just only use a left join. And so in that way, you know you know that you can always look at the table from the from statement and regard that as the left table. So everything other than this table is going to be considered at the right side of the join. But if you mix all of those together, you have to go back and forth and say, okay, so which one? Okay, so this is left of this table and this one is right of this. And so it introduces a lot of complexity, and there's no point of doing it. So that is like why I always use either inner join or a left join. So what I want you guys to understand and take away from this course is that the right join is just exactly the same as the left join. It's just reversed. So instead of this table being on the left side, it is now on the right side. So this table here is the base table, and everything to the left of it is going to be regarded as the lookup table. So in the next lecture, we're going to talk about the full join or the full outer join. So I will see you guys there.